All full up. Can't carry any more. This leather-bound volume of prayers seems to be from the late 16th century. It's in remarkable condition. Impossible. I can't carry any more. This describes something nearby. I swim with a turtle, seen only by those who let fear fall away. full up. Can't carry any more. Didn't think these places would be trapped. Caught a spear through the abdomen. Hurts to breathe. Pray for me. Oh God, what is that smell? This Maya god is very dark brown, almost black, with black-rimmed eyes and facial features that seem to be melting at their extremities. This can only be Exua. He's the patron god of the cacao bean, which accounts for his coloring. Also, because ancient Mesoamericans used those beans as currency, Exua became by extension a god of merchants and of trade. Interestingly, when he first appeared in the lore, he was a god of conflict. Have to drain the room. Might be a path underwater. Have to drain the room. this supposed to be one of the beheaded gods of the underworld? Have to find a way up. Have to find a way up. The piranhas are feeding on the corpses. Have to find a way up. Have to find a way up. Have to find a way up. Find a way up. Have to lower the water level. All full up. Can't carry any more. To lower the water level. Have to lower the water level. I am Trujillo Serrano, and these are likely the last words I write. Andreas Lopez, or Angel de la Cruz as he has called himself these last years, has finally and fully gone insane. His demands have grown, becoming more grueling and grotesque as we labor to build his crypt. The construction is almost complete. I know I will die when it is done, Lopez, in a brief moment of clarity, told me himself. Damn that box. Damn what it has done to the man I once, and sadly still, admire. I don't have enough space for that. When storms crash and rivers swell, direct the waters to quench the thirst of the gods who toil above and below. Have to lower the water level. To lower the water level. Got it to stay open. Seems to be some kind of primitive sculpture of a human. To lower the water level. Plural Alashab is akin to the Maya version of a gnome or leprechaun. They're about as high as an adult's knee and wear traditional Maya clothing. They are created whenever a farmer builds a little house on his property for them, after which they'll help the corn grow for a period of 7 years, making it rain and chasing off predators. They're usually invisible, and in spite of their benefit to the land, they like to play tricks on or frighten humans. Don't call one by name, or you'll summon it from its home, and it won't be happy with you. Have to lower the water level. Have to lower the water level. water level. All full up. Can't carry any more. Have to lower the water level. Now to get out of this horrid smelling place. I should be close now. This pendant is decorated in the Incan tradition, but the effigy clearly appears to be an Aztec warrior. That shouldn't be possible. Several hundreds have renounced their pagan beliefs and turned to the teaching of Catholicism. Our work here is different. The heathens must learn the language and then the teachings. Most are not receptive, but only come looking for conversion to the true Lord from fear of what might happen to them if they do not. No matter, all paths lead to God's light. In the evenings, I rest easily, comforted by the conviction we will save these poor lost souls. Excerpt from the journal of Beltran, Ordinius Praedicatorum.
escuchó eso?
I don't hear anything.
Exacto. Debe estar cerca.
She?
La emperatriz jaguar. En cuanto aparece, los demás animales se callan. No hay necesidad de atraer su atención, ¿verdad?
Right. Shouldn't we be quiet too then? "18th of December, 1604. I've neglected this journal for far too long. We've worked hard to build the mission. Every day more people arrive. Native villagers seeking conversion, soldiers tired of war, others whose faith has been tested by the long, dangerous journey through the jungle, all lured by Lopez's gospel of purity through labor. We work from sunrise to sunset, and then Lopez, or Angel de la Cruz as he now calls himself, spends his evening preaching the mission's purpose, to test the chosen one. He's calmed considerably, and if he believes something pursues him still, he keeps it to himself. Tomorrow we begin to build a library, where the box will safely rest until it is ready to be found by the chosen one. All full up. Can't carry any more.
Lara, you find anything yet?
Abby's friend mentioned a crypt somewhere around the library. I'll meet you there.
Es como si cada pocos años Dios lanzara un desastre en nuestra dirección.
I can see that the earthquake caused a lot of damage.
Nada que no se arregle con tiempo y materiales suficientes. Lástima que uno no siempre tenga lo que quiere.
"30th of December, 1603. Lopez has just returned from a nearby village, and with him came a group he says will follow him and help us with construction. There was something strange about his behavior. I attributed it to the long journey through the jungle. That night, however, he admitted what had been bothering him. They followed me, he whispered. The others. He walked off. I spent that sleepless night worrying about his deviations toward madness."
Dicen que la hora más oscura es justo antes del amanecer. Ruego sea verdad, pues la oscuridad lo cubre todo. Necesitamos tu luz, Señor, en todo aspecto. Padre Celestial, dicen que la hora más oscura es justo
Juntos a la luz de Dios
Ruego sea
Todopoderoso,
verdad, pues la
para que yo
oscuridad
pueda
lo cubre
sacrificar las cosas pasajeras.
Cállate ya. No quiero tener esa canción en la cabeza todo el día.
All full up. Can't carry any more. Impossible. I can't carry any more.
Había una vez un ratoncito, lindo y pequeñito. Sacó su naricita para mirar afuerita. El malvado gato lo detectó, a él corrió y lo atrapó. Eso no está bien. Es la única canción que sé. Es muy tonto. ¿No se supone que el ratón se escapa? No lo sé. Yo no lo escribí. ¡Voy yo! ¡Voy yo! ¡Mira!
Su arco es impresionante.
¿Es cazadora? A la misión le serviría mucho una cazadora. Tenemos una invasión de lobos desde antes del terremoto. No puedo quitarles los ojos de encima a estos niños ni por un segundo. Nada más hace unos días vi a este en el camino corriendo detrás de un lobo. ¿Puede creerlo? Dijo que solo quería jugar. Como si los lobos dieran la patita y jugaran a traer palos.
Mejor nos vamos. ¿Y ahora? ¿Esperar a que otro temblor la arregle?
Podría funcionar.
¿Y tú podrías?
¡Qué niños tan llenos de energía! Necesito descansar un poco. No le cuente a las hermanas. Ciertos días me vendrían bien unos tragos. Pero la misión no permite el alcohol. Así que tengo que conformarme con los pocos momentos de tranquilidad que logro encontrar. Y si me disculpa...
This document describes the founding of the mission. There were 4 solar eclipses in this region around that time, in 1521, 1538, 1539, and 1543. Spanish missionaries reported that during each one, a vision of John the Apostle appeared on this site. So in his honor, the mission of St. John was built here in 1544.
So there's a crypt around here somewhere?
A secret crypt.
Why secret? If Lopez is involved, there's bound to be a trick.
That's a solid theory. What about you? Did you find anything?
I got a pamphlet. 7 steps closer to God.
Who knows? Maybe it'll help.
Strange there are only 7 stations. This must be based on an older tradition. Jesus takes up the cross, falls the first time, meets his mother. Then Veronica wipes his face before he falls the second time. Then he is crucified and finally entombed.
Go ahead. I'll be around.
Alguien dijo una vez que si realmente quieres apreciar una ciudad, debes visitar los cementerios. No sé por qué, todos son idénticos. Quizá hay unos un poco más ordenados, con filas mejor dispuestas, y hay otros como este, que se ve más natural y sin planificar.
No vas a poner tus manos en nuestro tesoro.
No me importa el tesoro. Me importa el respeto a los muertos.
These collars were used abroad the Nostromo, likely ferrying the captured indigenous people back to Spain to be sold as slaves.
Me estás diciendo, bruja.
I'm sorry?
Soy herbolaria. Es una rama poco reconocida de la ciencia médica. Y la abuela de ese niño era una sauría andante. Vaya las cosas que la gente ignora y están delante de sus narices.
Some people are afraid to believe in what they can't understand.
Suenas como Isa.
Isabella, the archaeologist. You know her.
Una chica inteligente, buena investigadora y sin miedo a admitir que hay cosas que no sabe. Ella es la que rompió la cruz. ¡Al escalarla! No sé qué tenía en la cabeza. Intenté detenerla, pero ella estaba muy molesta por algo. Molesta y llena de dolor al mismo tiempo.
Do you know where she is now? I'm looking for her.
No lo sé. Después de que la cruz se rompió, ella huyó. Pero no vi en qué dirección. Por el estado en que se encontraba, sabía que no debía interferir. Lo siento.
That's all right. You've given me more information than I had. Do you need some help with this cross?
Sí, pero primero tenemos que quitar a esos niños del camino. No es seguro que estén corriendo mientras trabajamos. Ese ciego embaucador les llenó la cabeza con historias de tesoros. ¿Creen que quiero robárselos?
I'll talk to them.
Oiga, váyase de aquí. Es nuestro tesoro.
It's getting quite late. How about postponing the hunt until tomorrow?
No nos iremos hasta encontrarlo.
Dormiremos aquí si es necesario.
Oh, I hope it doesn't come to that. Is there anything I can do to help?
No, ya le dijimos, no se llevará nuestro tesoro. Manu dijo que si lo encontramos podremos quedárnoslo.
That's a shame. The sisters told me you were very good at sharing, and I do know a lot about treasure hunting.
¿Conoce a las hermanas?
Podría delatarnos.
I won't tell if you won't tell. I have a secret too. I'm the brave adventurer Lara Croft.
¡Ay! No diremos nada, puede ayudarnos. Si encuentra el tesoro, lo dividiremos.
You've got a deal. What do you need?
Manu nos dijo que teníamos que resolver un acertijo para encontrar el tesoro.
¿Es buena con los acertijos?
I'm an expert. Let's hear it.
Quiero que te lleves mis suministros. Me alimento cuando el cielo llora.
Si me enfermo, un pueblo muere.
¿Quién soy?
Hijo de nuestra amada Virgen, cuánto deseo que mis hijos y yo podamos parecernos a ti en pureza de corazón, en el amor por Jesús y en devoción hacia su Madre María. En ti ponemos nuestra esperanza. Acude a la misericordia divina para que estas bendiciones sean derramadas en nuestros corazones. Nuestro Maestro te tiene en alta estima, que no te niega nada, y menos las bendiciones que te otorgó en su gran generosidad. Además, vela por ellos, para que jamás los volvamos a perder en nuestras vidas. Oh San Juan sin pecado, recibe esta misión para la gloria de Jesús y María, y para que siempre seas alabado.
Te ruego que siembres en mí el más grande amor por Jesús y María. Concédeme de parte de nuestro Señor que mi corazón sea purificado de sentimientos mundanos. Hazme digno de estar siempre con Jesús como su discípulo fiel, y con María como su hijo devoto, aquí en la tierra y por siempre en el cielo. Nuestro Maestro te tiene en tan alta estima que no te niega nada, y menos las bendiciones que te otorgó en su gran generosidad.
Feels like a mausoleum.
Means we're on the right track, right? Jonah, I feel something. We're getting close. Let's look around for signs of Lopez.
These notes were written by the founder of the Sect of Seven. They're talking about funds allocated for renovations to the library.
This cross, it looks like it's from the 17th century. The door closed and a silence settled, so great and so vast I held my breath for fear of breaking it. Lopez turned to me, his eyes wild, a smile screwed across his face. He came toward me, arms outstretched, and for a moment fear flickered across my heart. But he pulled me close, his fingers digging into my shoulders. I found it, he whispered in my ear, and releasing me, he wandered through this room. Walls of pure jade reaching up to the heavens, completely covered in intricate etched mosaics and carved figures. I followed at a distance as he approached an altar, and watched as he lifted a silver box from it. The others are worried that Brothers de la Cruz and Serrano will not return. I have so far maintained they will, that they always have. But in my heart, I am beginning to believe we have seen the last of them, and that grief weighs heavily. We will continue their work. Either they will return to find we have not forgotten the teachings, or they will look down on us from above and bless our continued labors. Under his wings you may seek refuge. Under his wings. All full up. Can't carry any more. "25th of December, 1603. It has been 4 days since we turned away from the city. We traveled in silence and in circles, guided by a confusion of grief, relief, and celebration. Lopez and I exited the jungle and landed in a clearing, under the gaze of several faces carved into the side of the mountain. Lopez had an episode, as he later called it. He threw himself in front of the faces and screamed for forgiveness. The heaviest sin on his heart was abandoning Perez to the strange warriors. They had grown close over the journey. Try as I might, I could not console him, so I built a fire and waited, as he decreed his actions and pleaded for forgiveness from the silent stone faces. And an eclipse. Full up. Can't carry anymore. "26th of December, 1603. Lopez woke me, having already prepared a Spartan breakfast. This is where we were meant to be, he said, a cold determination in his voice, so very different from how he acted just the day before. I finished my meal as he spoke of holy retribution, how he had acted in error, but now God had put his hands on his shoulders and shown him the path to walk. We will spread the true word of God from this small mission, he said, pointing to an adobe building just beyond the stone faces. We will prepare the path for the chosen one to follow, for only he who does will be worthy of this box. Jonah! This book describes a stranger's arrival at the mission. He founded the Sect of Seven. Maybe that was Lopez.
Like on the pamphlet. We must be getting close. We should keep looking.
John, son of Zebedee, one of Jesus' apostles, also called the beloved disciple. He and his brother James were known for their impetuousness and temper, which prompted Christ to start calling them Boanerges. Sons of Thunder. John is credited with writing 5 books of the New Testament, the Gospel of John, the 3 Epistles of John, and the Book of Revelation. He's the patron saint of love and loyalty, as well as writers, publishers, and scholars. One of his symbols is a serpent in a cup, which is linked to his patronage of victims of poisoning and burns.
The sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light. Jonah, those 2 Bible quotes. The sun will be darkened, and under his wings you may seek refuge.
What does it mean?
That's it. Look for a heron and an eclipse.
This roughly drawn sketch shows St. John repelling a demon attack. Perhaps they plan to have this as one of the frescoes in the mission. Brother de la Cruz appeared one day, emerging from the jungle, breathing new life into the mission. There were just the 3 of us when he arrived, and Sister Dorothea had been ill for many weeks. He and his associate began to work that first day. By the next week, de la Cruz had recruited a workforce of 3 dozen. They have prepared the bell tower and worked the fields, planting crops. Brother de la Cruz aims to make us self-sufficient. We'd spent so long alone out here, I'd worried we'd lose God's ear. Lo and behold, we not only had his ear, but he sent another to act as his hands as well. Stone faces weep as Jesus creeps along the dolorous path. Too many died. More will still, and more will still, and more will still. His light leads the way.
There's a whole mural under here. Veracruz, the true cross.
Is that what I think it is?
The silver box. It's unmistakable.
Jesus takes up the cross. These are just stations of the cross. But there's a bunch missing.
Before 1600, there were only 7. This could date back to the time of Lopez.
This is one of his clues.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing he does.
All right. Let's see if we can find a cross lying around here somewhere. When we find the box, how do we get the key back from Dominguez?
We'll find a way.
Etzli is young to have all that responsibility. Found something?
Yeah.
Must be pretty hard for him.
Jesus takes up the cross. Help me lift this.
Looks like a long way down. Let's see where this leads. Station 2. Jesus falls the first time.
There's an inscription here. Ambulate dum lucem habitis.
We'll have to use the light beam to follow the stations of the cross.
That did it. I wouldn't want to be buried in here. My head tossed behind a cross somewhere.
Walk while you have the light, so that the darkness may not overtake you.
Sounds like a hint.
Or a threat.
This looks like the Virgin Mary.
Station 3. Jesus meets his mother.
The mirror looks dusty. I'll give you a boost. Hey, it worked. The light leads this way. What happened to these people?
Looks like the light activated something.
Lara! Are you all right? You're lucky it was a little rusted.
This must be Station 4.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at these frescoes. Have to use the light beam to follow the stations of the cross. Have to use the light beam to follow the stations of the cross. It looks like he's accepting the cross here. Look, someone else got close. He wasn't as lucky. Have to use the light beam to follow the stations of the cross. There's a woman in this one. Have to use the light beam to follow the stations of the cross.
These people look like they were tortured. Hung up in the ceiling.
I don't think this was just a crypt. I'll get it.
Station 5. falls a second time. Lara, is that what I think it is?
The Stations of the Cross again.
But with mummies. Isn't this sacrilegious?
Not necessarily. They could have been paying the ultimate homage.
Or they were just sick.
This must be Station 6. Have to use the light beam to follow the Stations of the Cross.
Looks like a church. These ones are posed like monks.
Uh-huh. They're carrying him.
So Lopez staged the whole crucifixion with mummies? Seems sacrilegious.
I think this was a place of worship for an underground sect.
Literally. I guess this is a sect from the pamphlet.
Mm-hmm. She's wiping his face, I think.
Ugh, this is disgusting. I'm glad I wasn't around when Lopez was.
Have to use the light beam to follow the Stations of the
Do not fear
Cross.
those who kill the body, but are unable to kill the soul. Is that meant for us?
Don't let Lopez get in your head. He's caused enough trouble already.
Okay, let's do this.
He's carrying the cross. Think he's taking up the cross. Jesus nailed to the cross. They're lifting him. She's wiping his face, I think. They're carrying him. Have to use the light beam to follow the Stations of the Cross. Have to use the light beam to follow the Stations of the Cross.
Seems sacrilegious.
I think this was a place of worship for an underground sect.
Literally. I guess this is a sect from the pamphlet.
Jesus nailed to the cross. Think he's taking up the cross.
Glad I wasn't around when Lopez was.
He's carrying the cross.
That inscription. Do not fear those who kill the body, but are unable to kill the soul. Is that meant for us?
Don't let Lopez get in your head. He's caused enough trouble already.
Let's do this. What the hell happened here?
Lopez had his disciple wall him in, and then... bang.
No witnesses.
The box of Yeshua. Only the hands of the righteous one may seize destiny from mine.
I guess it's you then.
He led us on this goose chase. He sabotaged every clue.
All to keep this box from Trinity.
And the people of Paititi. He was totally consumed by it.
Where is she?
I don't know.
I just need the box.
Fuck you!
Well, I guess we're done here.
Amaru!
Stop!
Let him go! Release him, and I will give you the box.
Lara, what are you doing?
I've lost enough people.
I know you have. Your father was brilliant.
He was taken from me before I could know.
He was my friend. But he was obsessed, relentless.
You didn't know him.
He refused to see the potential for destruction in his work. He had to be stopped.
You had him killed.
He was going to lead the public to Paititi. everything I love, everything I fought for. My world would have been destroyed.
And what about my world?
You can't think it's the same.
It is to a 9-year-old girl. I was a child.
There was too much at stake. An entire civilization, hundreds of years of independence, thousands of lives. I had no choice.
There's always a choice. It's not too late. You can honor Unuratu and restore the sun.
No. The threat must be removed.
You're a low, selfish, murdering coward.
And you, Lara? How many lives have you ended? In pursuit of what? Lara, go! Stop him!
What the hell?
That Rourke? Running past just now? Yeah. Think we should call him? Hell no. If there's any change in our status, he'll tell us.
Spanish Jesuit missionary Andres Lopez, a member of Trinity, was dispatched to find and retrieve the silver box of Ishel rumored to be in Paititi. Instead of bringing the box back to the Trinity High Council, he confessed the theft to his old friend, the Emperor Paititi, Sinchichika, Unuratu's ancestor. Together they entered into a plot to hide the box from Trinity. Lopez went west to Paititi and founded the mission of San Juan, leaving a path of clues stretching back to Cozumel for Sinchichika's descendants to follow when the time came. But while building the mission and the deadly crypts below, the box's power corrupted Lopez's mind. He came to believe that no one was worthy of the power of the sun. He died alone in the dark, consumed by the power of the box. Soon after, disease severely wiped out the population of Paititi, taking Sinchichika and knowledge of the path of the clues that led to the silver box with it.
Back to Ken, and it's all over.
Using mud to evade us!
Who builds a mission next to a volcano?
Impossible. They can't carry anymore.
What now? I'm gonna check it out.
Fuck! Back up! Watch yourself!
Check that.
There! Moving around! Ha! That all you got?
She's gone.
Eva has the box, and Lara Croft was last seen in the church. Find them.
They just left her alone in the church. It was chaos in there, obviously. But this is Croft. There was something more important to worry about.
These people just don't give up. Still haven't found her. Unbelievable.
She's damn good. I'll give her that.
Yeah, and if we don't find her before she finds us...
We will. Her winning streak ends here. There's no way out of this for him.
Copy that. We'll find who did it.
Oh shit, I better look around.
Yeah. Spread out, guns up! I'm with you.
Search there.
There?
Area clear. Stay close. Keep your eyes open. Signal if you see anything. Stay close. Find her.
All right. With you, team leader. Better look at that.
Jonah, where are you?
I'm in the cane field. They can't see me.
Keep your head down. I'm on my way.
Canefield, all units. Priority 1. Find Lara Croft.
You heard the commander. Let's go hunting.
Croft, I know you're out there. I should have killed you in Siberia, but Dominguez was against it. That's on me. But I'm gonna fix that mistake. Now.
Hey, where are you? Oh, what's that? Hey, Did you know they're still rum in some of these barrels?
For Christ's sake, Morgan, do your job. Come on, come on.
All full up. Can't carry any more.
Hope he's okay.
All right, let's go. I'll take point. I'm losing my mind.
Hey, where's Morgan? Holy shit! I was just talking to him. Everybody, Morgan's missing. Find him, now.
Visual on Croft. She's at the distillery. Deacon team, deploy. Deacon's on the ground, Commander.
Let's get her.
I don't have enough space for that.
Jonah!
Oh, God.
Ready?
Oh, yeah. I got it. I'm good.
What the hell were you thinking?
If I was you, it would have worked.
They might not get far.
Go.
Go, we got this. How much longer to Paititi?
Almost there. I'm sorry I lost the box.
It's not your fault. It's Dominguez. It's Trinity. All the way back, as far as I can remember, it's always been them. I could have had a family. Everything could have been different. We will get the box, and we will stop Dominguez.